You're a bigger influence on your kids than you realize. Even little moments have a huge impact on their decision not to drink.
So remember what we said. No alcohol.
Don't leave room for doubt. Underage drinking is never okay. You're a much bigger influence on your kids than you realize. When it comes to who they listen to, you're number one.
It's true. Alcohol can harm your healthy brain.
So be clear that it's never okay to drink underage. You're a bigger influence on your kids than you realize. Really big. When it comes to who they listen to, you're number one.
Text if there's alcohol at the party. We'll come get you.
So make your rules clear. No drinking underage. You're a bigger influence on your kids than you realize. Even little moments have a huge impact on their decision not to drink.
Not even a sip of alcohol this small is okay.
So make your disapproval of underage drinking clear. You're a bigger influence on your kids than you realize.
Alcohol sounds scary for kids' brains, Dad.
In fact, your disapproval of alcohol is the number one reason they don't drink. So set clear rules. No drinking underage. You're a bigger influence on your kids than you realize.
Hello?
In fact, your disapproval of alcohol is the number one reason kids don't drink.
And that's why we don't want you drinking.
So be clear that it's never okay to drink underage.
So when I saw this commercial, I had to say something on it because, as you can see, I don't drink, I don't smoke. And the main purpose of this commercial is to let the parents like, hey, you know what? Please, let's discourage drinking, because sometimes it can be harmful when you consume a lot of alcohol in your body, because as you can see, it's not safe. I know for your own luxury, you can tend to smoke and also drink, but all those stuff, they tend to have different consequences, because as you can see, when you lead to excessive drinking, it may destroy your liver and you are going to actually get different diseases, which is actually crazy. You're gonna get some kidney failures and other problems are going to erupt day to day, because as you can see, you have been focusing on smoking and drinking. So to me, when I saw this commercial, first I was really mind blown, because as you can see, it had a good message behind it, because parents are being told hey, you know what, please make sure this message go to all the kids in the world, because as you can see, we need to stop drinking. You can drink soda, it's okay. You can drink tea, it's really okay. But excessive drinking of alcohol is not cool, because guess what? When you addicted in drinking alcohol a lot, first, you are going to destroy your body. Second, you are going to increase the profit of those beverages companies that tend to create those alcohol drinks. And it's not safe, because we need people to work in different jobs when they're sober. We don't want people to work while they're drunk. So these commercials is really cool. And the good thing is, the main purpose of this commercial is to let the parents know hey, you need to enforce different laws and rules in your household by telling the kids hey, you know what, you should not drink. And the issue is, the kids tend to learn from parents. So as you can see, if you want your kids to not focus on drinking, first you need to show an example. That's why you can see, when you're going to watch this commercial, you're going to see kids look up to their parents, because kids are going to do exactly what their parents are going to do. So it means if we have an alcoholic parent who tend to drink a lot and smoke a lot, that may influence their kid to start smoking and drinking, which is going to cause harm. And the issue is not about when they say kids, it means 10, not even 10 years old, but until under 18 years old, because sometimes students from high school tend to say, oh, I'm in high school, so I'm allowed to drink. It's not. Drinking is not even safe. To me, my whole life, I'm gonna give you my self experience. in my life, I haven't even engaged myself in smoking and even drinking. I can only drink soda and tea and milk and stuff like that, but alcohol, no. I don't even drink wine, because sometimes you can say wine is not an alcohol, but it tend to have like kind of like levels, a little bit levels of alcohol, so it may cause an harm. Because have you seen some people who like tend to drink wine and then in just a few minutes they get drunk? Yeah, so to me, I like the message behind this commercial. It's really cool. And even if I'm going to have it, like in the future, if I'm going to start a family, I'm going to enforce those rules. Like, hey, you know what? I want all my kids to not engage in smoking and drinking, because as you can see, if you engage in this stuff, it may cause you harm. Because as you can see, you may do that as like, you may focus on drinking and smoking as a means of like giving yourself pleasure, but you don't know what's gonna cause. Do you want your kids in the future to have problems in terms of what paying the hospital bills so that you can be healthy, or maybe you have tuberculosis and stuff, all those diseases that are caused by this stuff? You want your future family to suffer just because you wanted to live your life when you're like young and stuff? So if you want to be safe and your kids don't have to worry in the future, you need to stick on discouraging people to engage in smoking and to engage in drinking, because that is really bad. By the way, as you can see, I like the way this commercial was made, because I can see they tend to make parents look gigantic, like mothers they tend to look giantess, and also dads they tend to look like giants, because as you can see, it symbolizes like parents are the figure of the family, and everybody in the family tend to look at the parents, because as you can see, parents are the leaders who tend to show ways to kids like, hey, you know what, you need to go this path, or maybe I'm going to support you so that you can go in the right path. And in order for the kids to go in the right path, they need to know like this is good and this is bad. That's why we can see the main purpose of this commercial is don't drink and also don't smoke, because if you do that, it may cause you harm. Because I don't understand to people who tend to do these things. I don't know. It's not even like cool like drinking and smoking. So to me, I discourage this kind of stuff. I'm sorry if you think what I'm saying is weird, or maybe just because I'm not like in that like community of people who like tend to like drinking and smoking. The issue is you need to focus on your health. And in order for you to be healthy, you need to stop this stuff, because as you can see, when you're smoking, there's a lot of fumes that you're going to intake in your body that can cause harm. So in order for you to be safe, just be healthy, stop these things, because if you stop it right now, it may create like these behaviors. Because as you can see, when you tend to do something, it can, in your brain, it may influence like a behavior tactic. Like you may continue doing the same stuff like smoking and drinking. That may influence even your kids in the future. They are going to do the same thing that you're doing because they're seeing you doing in front of them, because you tend to show them like, hey, you know what, this is normal, but in reality it's actually not normal. So if you want to create a really good example, if you're a parent, or maybe if you want to be a parent in the future, you need to stop these things. That's why I'm giving 100% credit to this commercial, because I wish this commercial people can watch it, because it's really safe. I don't know, because as you can see, when you're going outside, you can see a lot of people partying. They go to parties and stuff, they're going to enjoy themselves, they engage in drinking alcohol and stuff. That's not safe. Some people are drinking and then they're going to drive. How are you going to do that? Well, you're like not even sober, you're drunk. This is actually weird. But yes, so to me, I dedicate this video to people who are really discouraging drinking and smoking, because that is actually harmful. And a really good example is me. I don't smoke, I don't drink, and I like to eat healthy because I don't want to like be ill in the future, and I want my kids to have a really good example. Like, hey, do you see our dad? He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he is staying healthy for himself and also for his family. Because once you start getting different diseases which are related to drinking and also smoking, it means your future family are going to suffer in terms of taking care of you and all of that. So it means if they have dreams, they have to cut off their dreams in terms of like taking care of you. So as you can see, all these things, they tend to have different consequences. So guys, if you a person who doesn't like drinking and smoking, please leave a like to this video, because I want to know how many subscribers, how many viewers who are going to watch this video are related to drinking and smoking, because I want to know. And if you do that, if you're like doing that, at least you can drink just once a week, only one day, like once a week. I think that's safe. But if you want to stop it, because it's not even cool. I don't know why. Because first you're damaging your body, and then while you're damaging your body, they tend to say drink responsibly. Okay, if you want to tell people to drink responsibly, why are you continuing creating these kind of like drinks? Because it's not safe. It's not safe. So people tend to make different product in terms of like making money, but they don't care about the client's well-being, which is actually crazy. So tell me in the comments what you think. Make sure you subscribe to me in the comments, and please subscribe to the channel. And if you like this content, make sure you tell me in the comments if you want me to continue doing this kind of stuff, because this commercial was amazing and I wanted to cover more and more, and I'm going to do it in the future. So if you are really excited, tell me in the comments, and you can go to my second channel so that you can subscribe, watch the short video and commentary on different videos that I'm showing you. Yes, so thank you very much. Have a great day. Make sure you stay safe. You need to stop drinking and smoking, and please encouraging your society and your community to don't do this stuff, because it's harmful. As me, I'm encouraging you guys who are watching this video to stop drinking and to stop smoking, because it's bad for your health. So you want to be safe? Stop these things, because if you do this, your family, your kids are going to do the same thing, so that they can be safe. So thank you.